This is the all-new Bajaj Pulsar NS400z, the biggest Pulsar ever. It gets a 373cc engine that pushes out 40 PS. It even gets 43mm USD front forks and also a lot of tech going on as well. And it does all that for a price tag of just rupees 1.85 lakh ex-showroom. And I suspect that the NS400z has been designed and priced to recapture the young, sporty and pocket-friendly appeal of its Austrian predecessor. So let's test it and find out if it's got what it takes. So what do we have here? It essentially looks like a Bajaj NS200 on steroids, which isn't a bad thing at all. That is because the NS design language is well liked among streetfighter fans and it isn't as polarizing as the KTMs were back in the day or even today. The Pulsar Mania, as they like to call it, has got the much needed dose of bigger, world-class quality tech, equipment and features for this flagship iteration. The NS400z brings in the bigger 140/70 section rear tire profile, the 43mm champagne-colored front USD forks, the gas-charged monoshock at the rear. It's got the chunky brake and clutch levers with 5-step adjustability and even a slip and assist clutch. Now those are certainly some big boy bike benchmarks that are now covered under a brand that has so much legacy, love and adoration among Indians. The Pulsar name belongs to an era when having a front disc brake used to be a very big deal, and when taglines like "definitely male" did not send alarm bells ringing off among certain peers of yours. But that is an entire different conversation to be had some other time. What I am saying is that the Pulsar name is synonymous with democratizing performance motorcycling in the country, and the NS400 is the next chapter in its new character development curve, if you may. At a time when there is so much action going on in the middleweight performance bike segment, the NS400z has entered the market as a game changer, an equalizer that punches above its segment both in performance and price. The 373cc liquid-cooled engine produces 40 PS at 8,800 RPM and 35 Nm of torque at 6,500 RPM. And most of that torque is available from as low as 3,500 RPM and lasts you well towards the red line. It gets a slipper clutch, ride-by-wire system, dual-channel ABS for riding modes and switchable traction control for better control in sport and off-road modes. On the tarmac, the NS400z is a punchy motorcycle that offers a big torque wave in the mid-range. It effortlessly trots at low speeds and picks up pace eagerly when you open the throttle from as low as 24 kmph in the third gear. 0 to 80 km per hour feels effortlessly quick, and holding triple-digit speeds is barely a problem for the NS400z. The bike feels tractable, confident and ready for a sprint at most given times. However, being a naked motorcycle, it isn't very smooth for the rider to keep the bike at motorway speeds for prolonged periods. There are also a few buzzes here and there on the handlebars and the foot pegs, but nothing too glaring and off-putting. On the other hand, the rider has a fairly upright riding position thanks to the streetfighter handlebar, the 807mm of seat height and the slightly backset foot pegs, offering a balance between a sporty and street-friendly riding position. This works well for day-to-day riding as the motorcycle feels agile and flickable despite having a curb weight of 174 kgs. Braking performance is yet again a familiar and confidence-inspiring affair thanks to the 320mm and 230mm discs at the front and rear, the dual-channel ABS, traction control and the smooth slipper clutch offer that extra safety net that allows you to go a bit harder when you are in the mood. And for those who really like to ride their motorcycles on the track, Bajaj might even consider sintered brake pads going forward, but that is something that remains to be seen and cannot be confirmed just yet. If you are someone who's big on tech and gadgets, then this bike does offer functions like Bluetooth and turn-by-turn navigation, call and music controls along with a dedicated USB socket and hazard lamps. However, the LCD display is pretty standard and does not offer an experience that a TFT color display does. Is that a deal breaker? I do not think so. Because when you are eventually standing at a red light and the electric scooter standing beside you is playing loud music on its integrated speaker, then the NS400z's quick acceleration is the only thing that is going to protect you as you drop a gear and disappear. And that is similar to the emotion and satisfaction that was felt by the first riders of the OG Pulsar, the Generation 1 Duke 390, and will hopefully continue with the owners of the NS400z, as it keeps on growing the loyal fan base of Bajaj for years to come. So if you are in 2024 looking for a motorcycle that can make you feel distinctive, fast, and maybe like a much better rider than you actually are, then the Pulsar NS400z is a no-brainer and you should go and test ride one as soon as possible. But if you are looking for a more prestigious brand name in the 400cc segment, then of course you have several other options. But the funny part is that there are high chances that you would still end up in the Bajaj ecosystem. So think about that. Let us know what you thought about the NS400z in the comment section below. Like always, do not forget to press on that bell icon for instant notifications on all our uploads, including automotive.